Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Houston Texans. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
I got you.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one complete to Theo Riddick. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody he just snuck out there, and he just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. A gain there of 21 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 7, Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on. He's
going to let it go again. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. A beautiful fake. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. It's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Check.
Now Riddick. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Theo Riddick, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Foreman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Texans football to start quarter 2. They are, however, they failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. Their coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. wide. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores, a 3-and-out here. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Foreman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Hitchens in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson, eluding the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
First down, Houston.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Just like that. Just like that.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Not that time for Watkins, but it's going to be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. Check 52.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Check 53, Mike. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Here's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10.
Go, go, go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. He'll buy some time right. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Riddick. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. To return is McKenzie. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And my goodness, another interception. Darren Lee picks it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Butker now to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone.
And coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And some room to maneuver. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They run again with Foreman. And he loses the football the second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Now Watson, rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they try to sweep to Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for KC. 46 yards on the ground. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Theo Riddick with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Watch twins. No. 80 weapon. 80 weapon.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Kelce, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Watkins, the intended receiver. A run by Foreman to start the drive. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He finds Riddick, complete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. One last throw here for Watson. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't do it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Robert, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not saving,